If you're having suicidal thoughts or feelings or feel like you have no hope, please call 988. There, you can talk to someone who not only cares about your story, but cares about you. Please reach out today. Thomas P. Murphy once said, "Minutes are worth more than money. Spend them wisely." At Minutes Wisely, we take that to heart. Our mission is to decrease veteran suicide by providing life-changing experiences for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families. We believe that we can make a lasting impact by rekindling a sense of purpose and fostering community through sponsored tickets to sporting events. These experiences are not just about the game, they're about the moments that can change lives. A simple sporting event can boost joy and instill a sense of renewed hope and purpose for those who have served. Join us in making a difference, become a moment maker, and empower a veteran with rediscovered hope. Visit minuteswisely.com for more information and to get involved. Together, we can make every moment count.
Welcome back to another episode of NBR this beautiful Sunday morning. Hey, before we get started, I have to talk about fundraiser that Minutes Wisely's having September 7th. If you're in Middle Tennessee, September 7th, we're having a barbecue at Single Tree Barbecue. All the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, will go to two events that we have planned. One is DJ Daniels. If you don't know who DJ Daniels is, you need to Google him. That 18-year-old kid's more famous than all of us put together, and then some. And then the second family is the Ashers. They live right here in Middle Tennessee. DJ has, at 13 years old, has 13 surgeries under his belt, has brain cancer and spinal cancer. The Ashers have a 9-year-old little boy. He has a brain tumor. He had brain surgery back in March. His tumor is already growing back. So we're doing a fundraiser, and I put a hefty goal on this fundraiser of $10,000. As of today, and we're in the middle of August, we're at $4,000.
Thank you.
So we're going to send these two kids on unforgettable weekend. It's going to be amazing. And even if you're not in Middle Tennessee, if you just go to minuteswisely.org/DJ, you can see what we're doing. You could donate $5, $10, whatever you can afford. It's greatly appreciated. And both of these kids have fathers that are veterans. So our nonprofit supports veterans, first responders, and Gold Star family members. So that's what we do here. So I appreciate any help that you can give us. It's going to be awesome events coming up for these little guys.
Yeah, and I don't want to shame anybody, but if you don't go on there and donate, not only do you hate America, but you're a piece of shit.
Yes.
Josh loves the kids.
Yeah, DJ is going to be a good event. I'm actually going to be at that event when him and his family, or him and his father go. So we're flying him from Houston to Detroit, and he's going to be sworn in as an honorary police officer in two different cities, Dearborn and Dearborn Heights up there. That's going to be on a Saturday. Then on Sunday, I'm going to entertain them at the Detroit Lions Cleveland Browns football game. So we have a lot of surprises for him. It's going to be awesome. Super cool. So, and then the Ashers, I already know what they're going to, but I'm holding on to that event until September 7th because they're actually going to be at the barbecue, and I'm going to surprise them with their weekend. So right after September 7th, that weekend will be announced, and the entire world will know. So it's going to be great.
All right. Love that.
Awesome. Yes, it's going to be super cool. But all right, so sports. I don't know where you want to start. Preseason is underway.
I was going to say preseason football was yesterday. Yeah. Jaxson Dart's trying to send Russell Wilson to the doghouse.
Yeah.
Man,
that?
for real though, what's going on in New York?
I think Jameis Winston's finding himself on a new team. For one, he fumbled a couple of red zone opportunities against third stringers, but Dart looks like, I mean, it's easy to say that he's outplaying him. And I know it's preseason and these rookies tend to look different when it's a real game against ones, but
yeah,
I don't know. The team's got a tough schedule. Like their ceiling is, I mean, if they overachieve, they're going to win 6 games. It's hard to find 6 wins on their schedule. They have the toughest schedule in the NFL. I just don't understand what you benefit this day and age of sitting Jaxson Dart. I know you signed Russell Wilson. They probably didn't expect Dart to fall to him, but it's not the same day and age where a kid rides the bench for a year or two. They just go in there and they start learning. I think that there's a good enough offensive line where they're not going to David Carr the kid, and he can learn. He's got 2 great running backs. He's got a good wide receiver core. He's got a good tight end to throw to. Like it's a decent team to play for.
And also, I think you're not sitting behind Brett Favre, Peyton Manning,
No.
John Elway. You're behind Russell Wilson. So that leash is going to be very short, and I don't think he benefits.
The door is going to open at some point,
right? And I don't think he benefits from learning anything from Russell Wilson. What's that dude going to teach him, other than how to be a clown?
Yeah. I mean, he can teach him stuff about the game, like specifics on the sideline, like helping him read cover 2, cover 3, whatever.
Can Russ do that?
I mean, you don't
honest questions.
I don't think that you achieve what he's achieved. I think he's an easy lightning.
I think
he's an easy lightning post because of how he portrays himself, or the Mr. Invincible or whatever unlimited crap. But he's not god awful, and he could help Dart out. I think that they're shooting themselves in the foot if they don't put Dart out there.
Yeah, I think my point being is he's not behind this otherworldly quarterback.
100%.
That can help him. It was a joke, but also, you're not behind generational.
An opportunity should show up at some point.
If he doesn't start, I think it'll be, especially with their schedule. They flashed it on the screen last night, and I mean it's murderer's row. It really is tough to find 4 wins on that schedule. Like the easy game is against Oakland, who is not going to be bad. Geno Smith is not as bad as people think he is. Brock Bowers is amazing. They still have good wide receivers. They have a top, 7 running back.
Yeah, that guy looks really good.
Yeah, they're like the Giants have an awful schedule. But speaking of rookie quarterbacks, it's hilarious that Dylan Gabriel is not getting half the flack that like Shador does after Shador's game. Like people were trying to find negatives in Shador's game, and Dylan Gabriel had an awful game, and it's not really that talked about.
I mean that with him, it's like he's old. Like he's been in college like for 40 years. Like why didn't he go to the NFL 3 years ago?
Yeah, he's older than Tim Couch.
This is what I'm saying. Like, dude was on like 45 college teams. Like you would think if he was a true NFL talent, he would have went out earlier than he did.
It reminds me. So I'm obviously a Carolina Panther fan. It reminds me of when we drafted Chris Winkie, and like a good fan, I had to pretend to be excited about it.
Yeah, he was like damn near 30, wasn't he?
47. He started drawing Social Security his second year in the league.
Yeah. But he had that great year at Florida State, right? Because he was way more mature than everyone else, I guess you could say. So
yeah, that's why I didn't understand. I mean, the Shador fall, even though I'm not a Shador fan, that was obviously collusion from the jump because he's better than where he got drafted. But the Dylan Gabriel, where he got drafted at, was mind-boggling. Not only was he old and jumped around, like you said, like if he was good, he would have caught on earlier or went to the league. But B, he was in a system. I'm sorry. I don't, and I know I sound like an ignorant, know-nothing fan. I don't want any quarterback from Oregon. Not one. And people are going to say, Justin Herbert. What's Justin Herbert won?
I'm gonna
John?
tell you this: nothing.
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
So
I don't get it. I don't understand
I'd
the
rather
Dylan
draft out of
Gabriel
NC
pick,
State.
and I don't understand I don't know. Shador seems good for the city. I think let Flacco go out there and ease it into Shador and let him take over. Not only is he more exciting than Gabriel, not only does he have a better arm talent than Gabriel, but he's going to sell more tickets too. Either like him or hate him, he's selling tickets either way.
Yeah, you're either going to want to see him fail or succeed, and there's going to be a lot of 12 jerseys out there because the kids love him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a fun little celebration. He's not awful.
Yeah, I was at a birthday party yesterday, and I don't know, a 15-year-old kid had a Shador shirt on, and we're in Michigan. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
yeah. So
Like it or not, he's just like Taylor Swift. He's good for football.
Yeah. I agree. I would agree with that. I don't like the kid. I think he's a clown, but
But he's good for football. I mean, look how many people. It's the same. The analogy is kind of like Angel Reese for the WNBA. You can hate her personally, but she's great for the WNBA.
Yeah.
Boo.
What are they doing to Deshaun Watson?
That's just setting up massage parlors, man. Just back to back to back.
He has a lot of money, and they paid all his bills, so he can.
I don't even think that he's looking
at
possibly returning until halfway through the season. So I don't even think he's on really anyone's radar, period. Another quarterback battle. Danny Dimes, I think, is going to beat out AR-15.
And that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's insane. That Anthony Richardson pick was
a lot of money for a backup quarterback.
Brutal.
I didn't understand it to begin with. I vividly remember that Florida year, and Richardson was all pure talent and an awful quarterback. I did not understand that pick. Jalen Milroe is better than he was.
But do you remember his combine?
Yep.
It was off the charts. That's the pick. That's the pick. He was off the charts in the combine, and that combine has nothing to do with real football.
I can't stand that they're in shorts for the combine. I can't stand that we even put any stock in the combine. We have a year's worth of tape. I don't even need the combine. It's a waste. Just put on the tape.
Yeah, look at what it gets you.
Right.
It gets you did he go first or second in the draft? He went very high.
No, he went second or third. It was top 5. It was the same thing. No one even knew who Zach Wilson was until he made that crossbody throw the 60 yards down the field. Zach Wilson is looking good in the preseason for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Who cares about the preseason, Eric? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry for football. I care about the preseason.
But all I'm saying is
I care.
The Lions
more about.
The Lions went 4-0 in the preseason and went 0-16 in the regular season. So you can't really. I don't care if the Lions lose all 4 of their games.
It's not a win-loss. I haven't mentioned a win-loss once, but it is I can see different things. I can see that the Panthers are going to struggle with a pass rush. I can see that Anthony Richardson is not reading defenses very well.
Yeah.
And I can see that the Lions have a significant backup quarterback situation going on there.
I don't even think it's a situation. We don't have one.
They just need to, whoever the Giants cut, DeVita or Winston, the Lions need to offer a contract instantly because both of those are quality backups. And they're light years better than what's on the roster for Detroit. If y'all remember, I think it was one of the first ones I was on. We were talking about Hooker, and I was like, how did Hooker not play? It's very obvious why Hooker didn't play. He's awful.
Yeah, he is.
Right. And do you remember, was it last year in the playoffs when Goff got hurt and they put in Teddy Bridgewater, who a week thereer was winning a state championship as a coach? That
Teddy off the street, and I was there's something weird here. And now seeing Hooker play, it's there's nothing weird at all. Hooker is awful. And Allen, we already know, is awful. It's kind of like, Why is Allen and Heineke in the league? Neither one of them are even good enough to be backups.
Yep.
I mean, Allen played pretty decent yesterday.
Yeah, against 3s and 4s.
Yes, there's that.
That's why I just don't get things like why the NFL decides that these people are going to be the perennial backups like Mike Glennon, but you won't even give people like Cam Newton a chance to be a backup who has said, I'll take a backup role.
Well,
I don't get
why.
it.
You know why.
The circus that comes to town with them.
Right. What does Cam Newton do?
I don't know if it's the circus that comes to town with them or the short leash that it gives to the number one from the fan perspective, and they don't want that pressure on the number one.
I think it's both because Cam Newton says some reckless stuff too.
Yeah.
He's out there running his mouth.
I mean, now that he's in the media outlet, but when did he do that before when he was trying to get on a roster? He's never been known as a bad teammate. Like, find an interview where a teammate said that he was a bad teammate.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's
true.
At this point now in the media, with everything that he said, yes, you can't have him on a team at this point. But in my opinion, it's the same thing as when they ousted, and I know people would come for me, Tim Tebow from the league. And I'm not even saying that he's close to the same quality quarterback, but athlete and package wise, I can find a place on my team for Tim Tebow, especially these days with short yardage backs. Hell, he's my tush-push 2-point conversion guy, if nothing else.
I'm taking him over Hooker and whoever this Allen kid is and whoever.
Not even close.
Yeah, I agree. But there's a lot of politics that go with him too. Like you gotta weed it out.
Yep. And that's what keeps people like Mike Glennon and Heineke and Allen on NFL rosters.
Because they're vanilla and they just shut the hell up and
throw their
interceptions and misread defenses.
Mike Glennon is an NC State product. So.
Woof. I tell you who I think is going to be surprisingly really good, and I've never been high on him, and I mentioned it earlier. I think Geno and the Raiders are going to be good.
They'll be okay. That in our AFC West is tough. It's a tough division.
Yeah. I'm just saying that they're going to be better than what you think. The Broncos, I think, are going to be phenomenal. The Chiefs, obviously, phenomenal. I just don't think the Raiders are going to be a doormat this year.
I agree.
And there's a real chance that the Chiefs take a step back this year, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I think it's almost guaranteed. I'm going to go on air and say guarantee they take a step back.
Hot take.
Something like that. For my uneducated thing.
The only thing that keeps me saying that is a healthy Rashid Rice and Xavier Worthy. That scares me.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if it's sustainable. Like all of it, the greatness. I think the time is come. Yeah.
And there's and Kelsey doing a world tour, and I like Kelsey. I'm not a Kelsey hater. There's a quote, but it's like it's hard to get up and work hard when you wake up in silk pajamas, and that's kind of like where he's at in life. Like, how do you have that same dog in you when you've achieved the amount of success that you've achieved, and you get to go on these tours with your rock star girlfriend? That's amazing. Like, I just don't know how you stay hungry at that point. Yeah. And maybe he does. I just don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I think football is second fiddle for him these days.
It deservedly so.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean he's the generational tight end after Gronk, I would say.
I would probably unpopular opinion, but I would say it goes Gronk, Tony Gonzalez, and then him.
I think I would put Tony Gonzalez in the generation before these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I'm having to rank them all generation, you're right. Generationally, yes, correct. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm talking about this current.
Yep. In this current one, and since they overlapped, I guess you could put Gates slightly in there, but Gates is number 3 to those two, in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm ranking all of them all time, I think Tony Gonzalez goes ahead. I think the rule of relevancy makes it easy to remember how good Kelsey and Gronk are. And if I really put on my thinking cap or I go back and watch video, Tony Gonzalez was fucking unstoppable at the end of his time for Kansas City and the beginning of his time for the Falcons. He was absolutely a menace.
I agree.
Yes.
Agree.
Do y'all remember switching subjects when I got on here and I said, man, somebody should go on there and trade for Michael Harris from the Braves?
Yes, I remember that.
Michael Harris is absolutely ripping the cover off of the ball right now. There's probably not a hotter player in baseball, and he's playing for the miserable ass Braves because nobody made an offer.
Was he available? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Was he available?
Yep. The GM came out afterwards, and because the fans were coming for his head, because it was obvious that the Braves couldn't contend this year. They're too far out, even if they get hot. And he said, like, I can't make a deal with myself. Like, nobody's offering anything. And there's so many teams, you know, like the Yankees or whoever that could have used a bat like that. And
they wanted a lot. They wanted a lot. Yeah.
I mean, he's Michael Harris. He's the former Rookie of the Year. He's even if he has cold spells, he always ends up having a good year.
I don't want.
He has a good glove too. He has a great glove.
He's streaky.
He is streaky. He's super streaky, but when
that's the thing is, if a playoff team wants to sign him, you can't be streaky in the playoffs. Look at Aaron Judge. You can't do that.
Look at Suarez right now with the Mariners. He's batting 143 with I'm not sure he has a home run since the trade deadline. And he's a rental. Like, you're getting him for 3 months and you've had already a month of bad baseball. Terrible baseball.
And I think that's what scared people away from Michael Harris, because he was flirting with the ones. He was in the low 200s, but he finally made some adjustment. I was reading about it yesterday, and now I think he's got 6 multi-hit games in a row. Awesome. He had a double-deck home run last night. He's just
awesome.
Yeah, he's crushing it.
But the difference between Michael Harris, too, I believe he has a few years of team control, so he's not a rental.
No. Michael Harris, I think, has 3 or 4 years left of team control.
Right. Yeah. So that would have been a big ask. You're going to have to give up a lot.
I mean, you got to give something to get something.
Right.
Is it worth it? That's the point. Is it going to be worth it? And are you really shooting yourself in the foot to get one guy that may drop batting average, drop balls? You don't know. Especially in big cities like New York, you can't. Some people just don't play well.
Yeah, and that's an aspect I don't always think of, because my team and, the teams I've watched a lot are not big market teams. And I don't think that even I fully understand the pressure that comes to playing in New York, because that's another level. And baseball is already such a mental game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How mental does it get if I've had 4 bad games in a row and now I'm in this big city where people are saying the worst things?
Nasty. They're nasty people. So as soon as one bad thing happens, it's like you killed their youngest child. Like,
speaking of that, did you guys watch the Clubhouse documentary on Netflix with the Red Sox?
I saw some of it. I did see some of it.
Yeah, Jaron Duran was talking about how nasty the fans were.
Dude, he's gotten it real bad.
He said he had a gun in his hotel room and pulled the trigger and the bullet didn't go off. Like, that's how bad those fans are.
Well, people yell at that.
That's how bad those fans are. And he said he didn't even want to be the documentary host was like, he said, Duran said, I didn't want to be here. And he said, on Earth or on the Red Sox? And my man said both. That's terrible.
They took him out of a game earlier this year because a fan yelled at him that he couldn't even kill himself right. And he couldn't handle it. He was like, I got to get out of the game. And they took him out. I don't think he played for like a week.
And you know what? He's a great guy. Like, there's posts online of him like after the games signing for kids for like hours and hours and hours.
That documentary sheds a good light on him from what I saw.
It was
he's got a great character.
It was so terrible.
Objectively, though, that's a world-class heckle. I mean, that's like major league top tier. I mean, you got to tip the hat.
You're going to hear it at a baseball stadium. So yeah.
But that's what my point was. I'm trying to make a point that like these large market cities don't play around.
And I think that's something that these
alive.
players, you're probably right. When the GM's looking at it, I already have a streaky guy, so I think that there's some head stuff going on probably. And if I put him in New York, how much worse is that going to be? How much am I going to exacerbate those symptoms that are already present?
Look what the Dallas Mavericks fans were saying about their guy when he traded Luka, and now they love him because he got, the whole deal has come complete circle, and it's like, but halfway through they wanted them out. Get out. And that's basketball.
And I don't even think Dallas is a huge market team.
And it's not.
Right.
This is what
I don't think Dallas comes with the pressure that New York does.
New York does. No, I agree.
I think I'd be hard pressed to find anything. Maybe Alabama football, college-wise, Texas football.
I bet you get some nasty heckles. Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as baseball, I don't think that there's probably a worse / tougher market to play for than Mets or Yankees.
And those newspapers will eat you alive. The New York media.
Yeah. There was just a fan not too long ago got a lifetime ban, not from just that one stadium, but all of MLB, just because he's talking about the batter's dead mom. I mean, that's
that was Kendall Marte. Yeah,
he had to come out of the game too.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Imagine being up to bat and someone's like, "Yo, I'm glad your mom's dead." Like, what the fuck, man? I'm playing the game.
I heard that one too. It was worse than that. It was really bad.
It was way worse than. And then you wonder why these dudes are calling people gay slurs and cussing at them. Like, wouldn't you cuss back at these fans if you're?
That's why I know a lot of people like to clutch their pearls when a pro player gets in the stands or wants to fight a guy. I'm sorry, if they start saying stuff like that, they should let them fight. They should, hockey, pull him down there and let him beat the shit out of him so that he doesn't do that again.
Yeah, because that dude's
imagine, and I'm a mouthy guy. I could not imagine being at a game and being like, "Yo, your dad's dead and he was a bitch." I couldn't imagine saying that, especially to some random guy I don't even know, much less someone that I did know.
You need to send Josh to the big Detroit game this year because he'll be heckling the heck out of him. He's already got him lined up.
You got to think too.
Probably Fleek is going to the Tigers game to heckle the Tigers pretty soon. I'm sure.
Yeah, with my Tiger gear on.
You guys are the worst league leaders in baseball.
70-win flukes,
You guys are awful.
Yeah, and then they'll give him a bobblehead. And he'll be like, "Oh, thanks."
Is this guy drunk?
No, I don't get drunk anymore.
No, he's just a big fan.
Well, I mean, you also had the Malice at the Palace back in the day, man. The players went nuts, and the fans went nuts, and it was nuts. And
you can't put people.
Did you know
in the same arena?
The wrong guy got beat up. The guy that got beat up wasn't even the one that threw.
Well, he was just standing there waiting as he was walking up the steps, and he was just kind of like, "What is he coming right at me?" Boom! Once you hear that story and you watch that video, you see that guy, and you're like, "Oh, this poor guy."
Well, you would assume there's a lawsuit there if he didn't even do anything,
I'm sure he got paid out.
Sure,
yeah.
I do think that the teams need to do a better job of strategically placing people around the stadium and instantly kicking people out when they say stuff out of pocket. I mean, heckling is part of sports. Like, hey, you suck, you can't hit the ball, whatever. Anything remotely personal, no warnings. Hey, you're out. Let's go.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I mean the funny ones are funny, and I've seen there's this group on Facebook, these guys that go around and heckle.
You bum.
Yeah, well, they were doing Riley Green one day, and
I
Riley
bet you never felt the rain on your skin.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah, and Riley turned around and laughed at him. So those ones are funny, but yeah, when you're talking about people's moms or your sexual orientation or dead people,
those are meant to be funny too. That guy he's creative. He's he keeps it PG. It's awesome.
Is that the boob?
Can we kick out the guy that does the Yankees roll call from baseball? Because that's got to be one of the most annoying traditions.
It's a seat. It's a seat, not a person.
Whatever. Kick it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a different person every game.
Not every game, but that seat is very popular. So it's always a hardcore New Yorker. So yeah,
remove that and the wave from baseball.
I like the roll call.
Need to go.
I like roll call.
I hate the wave.
The wave I could do without, but roll call is cool.
I always sit through the wave.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
can see that.
you're usually pouting, right?
Do the wave at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Tweet's
Yeah,
like, we're only
option.
winning by 10 points right now.
Why are we doing this stupid wave?
Trade them.
Trade them all.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's
funny.
It's good. Good
true,
stuff.
though. It's true. So, hey, Eric, you just golfed with your son. How was that? You wanna talk
Oh, it was
about
awesome. So yeah, the Live Tour, which is I'm not a big fan of, but they're coming to Michigan next weekend, and I got to golf the course that they're golfing
Nice.
last week. So it was
That's
really
dope.
fun. I mean, those dudes are professionals, and man, I'm going to tell you, that course was hard.
I
You
bet.
go into the rough, you can't even find your ball. You're taking a drop, or if you do find it, the club it's 3 inches into the ground, and your club's spinning wherever you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really neat to see the course set up with the grandstands and all of that. I've never really golfed.
Oh yeah, that's got to be
like
cool.
that before. Yeah, it was nice. Great
Yeah, that's
course.
going to be a neat moment.
Yeah, it was super cool. And I had my 4-year-old with me, so I dropped a few balls on the fairway, and
does he hit the ball pretty good at 4?
Yeah, about as good as you can for a 4-year-old. He hits it straight.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even hit it straight.
Better than me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shoot, I need to take lessons.
He loves it. Yeah, he loves it. He big into driving the cart and eating snacks and hanging out with dad. So
Hey, that's golf.
Hell
Yeah.
Yeah. Driving the cart's probably the best part in golf.
That's the best part of golf
Yeah.
I'm at. Like I'm good at nothing at golf, but driving the cart, oh yeah.
I'm there.
Mm-hmm. I almost
Yeah, I had
keep
to
it on the
take-
cart path all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, after about 3 holes, I don't even hit the ball anymore. I just, drive the cart and talk.
You know how they do in like polo? I just drive by it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Keep it moving here.
And if it goes into the rough, I'm like, I'm going to set this hole out.
I drop like this. I just chuck it as far as I can here to drop
it's funny.
as the cart's still moving.
But yeah, it was super cool to play a course set up for the pros, and it was
It looked
super
amazing.
humbling. It was
I've never
super
played a course that
humbling.
nice. That looked
Super
awesome.
humbling. Yeah, it was
I
a
bet.
cool
I bet it was.
experience.
What'd you shoot?
Really cool. I shot a 55 on the front, and then I didn't keep track on the back.
That's not bad, Eric. That's not bad.
Don't
at
know.
all. That's
know.
not bad. Dude, I would have been in the 70s on the front. Trust. Especially if we were counting drops. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I played correct on the front, and then by the time
True.
yeah,
That's good, Eric. That's good.
That is impressive.
Did you lose any?
I lost. Was it 3 or 4 on the front, and then the back I lost like 10, 15.
Yeah. You start getting tired. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and watching Harwell, I had to watch my son, so we'd get out and I'd drop a ball, let him hit, and then I would, hit where I was hitting. But you have to say, hey, don't stand by me, get behind me.
Yeah, don't run right out in front where I'm hitting.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, don't drive the cart into the water. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, and then he liked to, he'd sit in the cart sometimes, and then he'd turn it off or put it on reverse when I was driving, and so it would, playing little jokes.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a great time. It was awesome.
That's
yeah,
cool.
if you ever get a chance to play tournament conditions, do it. It's
I would.
You get a better appreciation for the pros. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Those guys are amazing.
Humbling. You said it right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad you had a good time.
55, you might have made the cut.
Honestly.
I don't know. I think these dudes are going to be like minus 30 or 40.
Oh, yeah,
If I was shooting 55, they're going to just rock this course out.
Hey, before we hang up for the day, I want to talk about this major NCAA hammer they just dropped.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, what a joke, man. Like
Everybody needs to be cheating, because if it just means I have to pay $20 million or whatever it is for a championship, I'm cheating every single year.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's better than not getting the
It's
championship.
$20 million. The coach got to pick which games they're suspended for.
Yeah, it's like 2, and it's what, 3 games, two this year and 1 next year. Like, what the hell?
So dumb, dude. Just
then-
suspend him for 3 straight games.
The topper of all of this, Jim Harbaugh is just like, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. And then he just refused to even be part of the investigation.
And this is all still stemming from the signals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they can't penalize him. What are they going to do? Fine him? He's got plenty of money.
Exactly.
You can't. That his suspension was 10 years, but he's not in the NCAA
Yeah,
anymore.
that's nothing.
Okay, I'll just go to the next league up.
That's what he did. That's what he did.
What? Yeah.
I mean, that's why he left. He knew, he saw the writing on the wall. He was 30 as hell.
He's not dumb. We know he's not dumb.
So he left. But the college sports is just ruined to me. Like, it was ruined even before this. I think
it's getting tougher to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I won't watch another. I'm done.
And I don't mind the kids getting paid, but it's just every year they play for a different team.
Yeah, the portal is what's ruining it. I don't care about
the portal that's ruining it.
$0 to multi-millions too. Why are we paying them multi-millions? Give them an average salary. Give them $6,000 a year and get them to figure out how to manage money.
Look at how many people are tuning in to watch them. Like, they are entertaining millions of people. You could argue that they're earning that salary. I think the bigger issue is the portal.
And playoff expansion. I hate that. I hate playoff expansion. Hate.
Well, the Big
Ten. It was not the success that I thought it was going to be.
Hate.
But I think that more had to do with the seeding than the expansion itself.
I liked how it was originally. I think that was fine.
I think it was fine. I think they just need to fine-tune the seeding.
Yes, and I also don't like the super conferences. Why is Washington in the Big Ten?
I mean, honestly, at this point, get rid of all of the conferences, but 3 or 4 of them.
Well,
did you guys hear?
Like, why are, like you said, Eric? Why are we all over the place? Like,
4 regions.
Did you guys hear what the new proposal is? They're going to try to make the playoffs 16 teams. And then give the Big Ten, was it 6 automatic bids, and the SEC 6 automatic bids. I was just reading
this morning, the Big Ten wants to open up to 28 teams.
Oh my God.
This is what I'm saying. It's unwatchable. The NIL is fine.
It's literally like
the NIL is fine.
The NIL is fine. It's the portal.
It's the portal. It's not fun.
The portal.
Real quick before we hop off, just out of curiosity, because I watched the documentary and read on it. So the Michigan thing, and I'm not a Michigan homer, so there's no blood in this at all, and I'm not a hater either. At what point is the sign stealing not gamesmanship and cheating? At what point is it gamesmanship?
It's a very fine line.
So Connor Stallions was going in disguise to other teams' sidelines and recording it. I think that's the
but we can do private practices.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Michigan fan either.
I record it. Who cares?
It's kind of like, so I saw it the other day. A batter went over to, during a timeout, he went over to the dugout and they were showing him a side shot of the pitcher and how he set up for off speed and how he set up for fastball. And they're recording it and they're showing it to him right before he pitches. Is that cheating?
The Yankees have been doing it in game all this last couple months. Yeah. Anytime we get somebody on second, we are relaying everything. I've seen 3 or 4 videos in the last couple of weeks of Trent Grisham, Jazz Chisholm, all these guys. And I used
to be the clutching pearls old man guy, but now I'm like, you know what? If you don't want them doing it, hide it better. This is part of the game.
Right.
And that's baseball.
It's like playing a game of spades. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Right, but also Connor Stallions was also taking pictures of the play boards.
There's that line.
He was doing shit. He was doing shady shit. He was
okay, but then hide it. Then hide it.
Well, I think
they didn't know. They didn't know. Yeah.
So that's that line we're talking about there, where it's like,
right.
Yeah, if you go to their practice and everybody can see you recording, who cares? But if you're in their locker room when no one else is there taking pictures of stuff that you're not supposed to be seeing, that's
right.
That line.
So what happened was for me. So what happened was on a sideline, the media or whatever can be between the 30-yard line and the touchdown, the 30-yard line and the touchdown, and then the team can be in the middle part, right?
Yeah.
Connor Stallions used a disguise, snuck into the middle part, and was taking pictures of the boards, the play boards.
Yeah, that's
cheating.
That's cheating.
Yeah, if you have to put on a disguise,
what he was doing.
That's deceiving. You're deceiving things right off the bat. Like, hey, why are you?
So then those playboards would come up. Those playboards would come up, and he would walk over to Coach Moore, or I don't know if he did it to Coach Harbaugh, but I can only assume he did. And
I'm positive he did.
he had his phone, and it was that playboard, right? That they just hung up, and then he had the play on the playboard. So that's how
it's funny going back then, because I remember that college football year, and I don't remember Michigan being amazing. And I was like, this is weird, but I guess any given Saturday, anybody can win.
So that I live right outside of Ann Arbor. I'm not a Michigan fan. I was a Notre Dame fan. I don't watch college sports anymore.
I was a Notre Dame fan.
I was. I don't watch it.
I know. I thought you still were.
Nope, I'm done. But anyways,
I feel like I knew that happened.
Yeah. So anyways, I watched all those Michigan games. There was the Penn State game. Coach Harbaugh was suspended for that game, and they ran the ball every play for the second half. It was all run plays.
They can't think of a play to run. Just
how do you
No,
and they just got away with it. It reminds me.
Yeah, they walked.
I think it was the Broncos, but when the Broncos won a Super Bowl, they got later hit for being over salary cap, and they were like penalized almost nothing, and everybody was upset. They were like, "Well, I mean, I'll just go over the salary cap every single year if it's just going to be a second round pick and I get to win the Super Bowl."
Exactly.
Another telltale sign of how the Michigan cheating scandal affected those games. Do you remember that first year when they were in the playoffs and they played TCU and they got smoked by TCU? Absolutely dominated. If you remember, TCU wasn't supposed to be in the playoffs, so they didn't have their signs.
First small school to win a big game. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
They didn't have their signs because they were not supposed to be in the playoff. I think they beat Baylor or someone in the Big 12 tournament to get in. It was a surprise one.
Was that the year that TCU got dog walked by Georgia?
Yep.
Yes.
That was rough. The players eating hot dogs on the sideline.
I mean, that was
but TCU rolled Michigan. It was like 49-12 or something.
And Georgia was a different ball club. Those boys were big.
But speaking of that Georgia team, before we hop off, old boy Stetson Bennett, he's out of AA. He's slinging the ball around. The man is killing it.
That boy got clean.
He got clean. He's like, it's a lot easier to throw now that it's just one receiver that I'm looking at.
Yeah, you don't got to hit the middle. You don't got to hit the middle one.
That's not 12.
I threw it right at him.
Trying to be like, yeah.
Oh, that one. Oh, I threw that middle one. My bad, coach.
But yeah, one more thing about the Michigan stuff, man. Ohio State should be so pissed because all those boys did was get tattoos, and they got.
They did more than tattoos. Remember, they were selling signed balls and they were selling signed jerseys.
Yeah, but they weren't.
They were stealing shit from the stadium.
But was
it as bad as what Michigan did? They weren't cheating.
Not at all.
They were just being
blame
hooligans.
any of those kids because that was a problem that the league created.
It was a coaching problem.
How is this kid not going to be bitter and start doing like off the cuff stuff if he's watching coaches get $10 million contracts and he's watching colleges make $100 million off of his name and he can't make anything? Of course, I'm going to start stealing things or selling my gold pants.
Yeah,
and that problem has been solved. No player will ever do that again because
ever again, ever.
Right, but how? I mean, they got basically a death sentence. Like that, that sentence put Ohio State back.
And what's his name? That coach?
Years.
What was that? He would have been there still.
Tressel.
He still would have been. He was amazing.
Terrell Pryor would have been there the next year. Terrell Pryor had to go to the supplementary draft.
Who else did they have on that team? Claret.
Maurice Claret.
Maurice Claret.
Maurice Claret wasn't caught up in that. He was the year before, I think.
Okay.
And he had to go to the league when he wasn't ready either because he had that disastrous combine and got drafted by the Broncos, I think, and just wasn't good. No. He was never the same.
He had that freshman season. Remember when they won the national championship?
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
And then he tried to go out for the draft, but he couldn't because freshmen couldn't declare for the draft. And then,
but then they didn't let him come back, so he had to take an entire year off of football.
Because he didn't understand the rules and declared without being. I don't really remember. That was a long time ago, but
I think you're right, Josh. He didn't fully understand, and then didn't go, and then the rule said that he couldn't play. He'd already declared, so you can't come back and play after you declare.
Yep.
Might as well just make it mimic basketball, and if they want to be one and done, let them be one and done.
I'm not mad at that.
I mean, I don't care. I'm not talking about it anymore because I'm not watching NCAA. It's unwatchable.
Watch NC State. We need more fans. Be an NC State fan. Go Pack.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
And I used to love Notre Dame. But man, with this portal, these kids will lose a game, and it used to ruin my Saturday. And they're just out. Okay, well, I'll transfer to
Exactly.
The rule was perfect when you had to sit out a year if you transferred.
That's when it was perfect.
Why?
And when the regular
it should be sit out a year, or
something.
if your head coach changes, you can instantly transfer.
That's different.
Yep.
That's different. Mm-hmm.
And what was the most beautiful thing of college football? The regular season meaning something, right? Now when there's 48 teams in a playoff, who cares? Lose 4 games.
Make the playoffs.
Exactly.
Just make the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I used to love that every Saturday mattered. Every Saturday mattered.
It didn't matter who you were playing, right? You could be playing a flop team, but like if you don't show up, this could be your Saturday. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just be your
and I
ticket
loved that. It was beautiful. And the kids cared. And you'd watch a freshman come in, like you'd see him in high school. This dude was a 3 or 4 star. Develop him up. And man, he loved that school. And when he was a senior, he was
passionate.
And it's not that anymore, man.
They walk in with a $100,000 outfit on, they're waiting for people to take pictures of them because they want to be famous and they want to be this guy and that. And it's just, come on, man, give them. I'm telling you, if you're going to give them money, give them $60,000 a year and teach them how to manage it.
I think if you start doing that, you're going to run into the same Ohio State selling gold pants problem because you can say $60,000 is a lot of money, but in that field, it's not a lot of money.
When they know
there's going to be resentment. If I take one doctor in a hospital and I pay him $50,000, he's going to start resenting the other doctors. It's not comparable to what they should be making.
We're talking about pre-med, not doctors, because they're not doctors until they go to the pros. Then
I don't care about the money.
College is not.
Yeah, I don't care about the money either.
I mean, look at the ratings and how much money they're pulling in. I think it's pretty close to the pros.
Billions.
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah, when you talk, but it's not the professional leagues. It's not. You're not in the. All these kids won't go.
As soon as you make $1, you're professional. So what difference does it make if you pay them $1 or $1 million a year?
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't make any
attitudes and the personalities that comes along with these $1 million contracts.
I agree with John. There should be some sort of finance class, but I don't think there should be a
no caps.
I don't care about the money, but there should be something like, hey, dudes, don't buy your girlfriend a Benz, right?
Yeah, they should get some more like financial literacy because from someone that came from like a very poor lifestyle. Those lessons were tough. I learned all of them the hard way. I couldn't imagine if someone would have handed me $1 million, I would have ruined my life.
And I don't think
I don't think
the number one pick should have to pick
$1 million and let me ruin my life now. I'm okay with that.
Big facts.
Yeah, I don't think the number one should have to pick between a college contract and a pro contract. I think the pro contract should outweigh the college contract by miles.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah,
it's free market.
When you're getting a lot of your transfers, and I deserve this, and I deserve that because
John, we get it. You're a big fan of socialism. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
yeah, the money. I think you give them the money, and you're saying like, hey, you can go wherever you want. We'll give you. They think they're better than they are. That's like,
but that evens out in the wash because that's a 1-year problem. If they flop out somewhere, they're not getting that money again. They do have to earn that money.
A lot of them play like crap, and they still get the money. And there's like, oh, this guy's really good, though. He's really good.
Like the guy that plays like crap at Notre Dame is worth a whole lot more at North Dakota State if he transfers and he brings some value.
They don't transfer to North Dakota State. They transfer. They don't transfer to North.
No, they do.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of big names go to small schools.
Well, not big names, but a lot of 5-stars go to littler schools when they flunk out at.
When they
flunk out. Bring value to that smaller school.
Yeah, when they flunk out, but not transfer. They don't choose to transfer there.
First of all, I don't care about the money because it's not the school that's paying them. It's some rich-ass booster that's throwing his own personal money at them. So who cares?
I'm fine with them getting paid.
I just portal that you have to shut
paid
down
as much as the pros.
I just had no idea that you were such a Bernie Sanders fan. Like it's news to me.
Because I don't want the college kids getting paid as much as the pros.
Pay them. Who cares?
Who
I'm fine with
cares?
paying them. I said pay them, just not as much as the pros. That's my.
That doesn't make
the
logic makes zero
process.
sense. Like I don't get your your thought process.
You don't
This
get
is
that.
as bad
There
as
should be a
when
tier.
someone on
Like, you
here, and I'm
shouldn't
not
get.
going to name them, but someone
Because
on here
does
said
that not
to
make
trade
sense?
the best pitcher on their team. That's how much sense this is making.
I still think they should have traded him.
No, here we go.
All right, I think we should wrap it up.
I just don't, because the Tigers, well, I'm just saying, because the Tigers are not going to sign him. So why keep him?
God, I hope they sign him so bad.
I hope we win the World Series and
It's
don't
so
sign
bad, Eric.
And
It's
don't
all I
sign him.
want.
I don't care. Like, win the World Series. Who cares? Wear this boy out. Have him throw another Tommy John. I don't care. Win the World Series.
This team's not winning
That's
the
it.
World Series, dude. I've been telling you that.
And pay college players whatever they want.
Yes, do that.
Capitalism, baby. Free market.
All right, man. You guys got anything else to talk about before we shut her down? I just want to bring up again, now that we actually have people watching, minuteswisely.org/DL. Let's send these two boys on weekends they'll never forget. Thank you very much.
Heck yeah.
See you guys.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.